Hi everyone! So it is my last day on the Whole30 diet and I am going to be making something that I've made before. So it's going to be some organic grass-fed ground beef with some garlic. I have some sweet potatoes going, and then I have a large cauliflower. So I'm just going to start to steam my cauliflower as well as my sweet potatoes, and then I'm going to begin cooking my beef in the pan. So I've got my beef and a little bit of cauliflower going in the pan here, and then I also have another pot with a little bit of cauliflower and sweet potato over there, and so I'm just gonna cook this in a little bit of purified water, and then I'll add in some of my homemade bone broth, which will give it a lot of really great flavor. I always store it in glass jars. And then I did a green bell pepper in the crock pot the other day just to make them really soft. And now I'm just gonna do it with the beef just to kind of crisp it up and to recook it a little bit. So there's so many different ways that you can cook bell pepper, and it's just a really great thing to add into a lot of your recipes. There's so many health benefits to peppers in general, especially bell peppers. And then I'm also going to do some garlic here. So I did 3 cloves of garlic, so I'm just going to add this in. And just continue to cook this. So my beef and cauliflower are still cooking. Most of the water has evaporated, so this is a good time for you to start moving it around so that it doesn't stick to the pan, but it gets really crispy. The water is primarily just to help it cook in the beginning. So now it's really crisping up. You just have to make sure you move it around so it won't stick to the bottom of the pan. And then while that is still cooking, I'm going to chop up some of my fresh dill weed. This is one of my favorite fresh herbs to use. It has a really earthy flavor. So as your beef and cauliflower are cooking, I'm going to add in some of my bone broth. And this is actually the fat that will create when you put it in the refrigerator. But I don't throw that away. I use that to cook in. It's some of the best parts of the bone broth. And once you put it in the pan, it'll start to kind of evaporate back into the broth. So just move this around. Break up this fat here. So then I'm going to remove this from the heat once it's done and add in a little bit of my organic tomato basil spaghetti type sauce. Make sure there's no added sugars in here. And then I'm also going to add in some of my organic coconut cream, which has been a huge help in allowing me to feel really full during this Whole30 diet. I just started adding in the coconut cream the last couple of days, so I'm just going to do about 3 spoonfuls of that into my mixture, put it back over the heat on really low, and just mix this together. Coconut cream has been a lifesaver for me in getting more fat into my diet to allow me to feel full and to feel really healthy. My body burns fat because it's in a ketosis, which means your body's burning fat over sugar. So it operates really well with my body, especially with the bone broth. And check out my other video that I will be posting about my experience doing this Whole30 diet, or detox is what I like to call it. I will add the video in the description, so go check that out for how my experience was and any tips and advice or suggestions that I have for someone who's looking into doing the Whole30 diet, and to really just share some of my experience with you guys. So I'm just going to move all of this around on low heat for a couple of minutes. You don't want to keep it on too long to where any of this stuff burns. You definitely want to keep it moving around. Just mix all the flavors in together. And it gets a really nice light pink. So my beef and cauliflower is done cooking, so I'm just going to plate this up and add on a little bit of my fresh dill that I've chopped up over here. And then I will do a little sweet potato cauliflower mash on the side. So I will just mash that up. It's already been cooking. And then that is it. So thank you guys for watching. I will add some pictures of the finished product. And check out my other videos. Like and subscribe to my channel for more recipes on organic, grain-free, sugar-free cooking. Thank you guys.